Hey, Shalom, Israel. It's the brother Yakana from the GMS Houston camp, coming back with another installment of GMS Practicals. And before I get started, as always, we give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakar Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone, the men who ruled very well over Israel. And peace, blessings, and salutations to the Akim, who are pushing his word in faith, truth, and in sincerity to the four corners of the round earth. And Shalom. I wanted to go into this lesson today, man. We're talking about the microchip, or as we know it to be, the mark of the beast, man. It's a lot of different groups pushing a lot of different things, man, about what the mark of the beast is, man, from saying it's the Roman Catholic Church up to it's a trade embargo and stuff like that, man. But at the end of the day, um, none of that makes sense, man. I mean, if you just sit back and just think about that, man, or you got like Nate. I watched a clip the other day. He's teaching. They're making mockery of the chip, really. Saying, man, that's nothing but a tracking device. Now I know a sister wrote me, said she put it in her dog. Now how is a tracking device gonna be the mark of the beast? Well, you stopped right there, nigga. Keep going. The truth of the matter is that this thing is more than just a tracking device. It holds information, not just GPS location, but it holds information that tells everything about you. Your bank account numbers, where you live, where you work, your age, social security number, your credit card numbers, bank numbers, everything about it, about you, shall I say, that information is stored on that chip. So it's not just a tracking device, man. It goes way deeper than that. But you guys don't want to talk about that. Y'all want to all y'all want to do is just say what you want to say, and then that's the end of it. But you leading a bunch of people who are blindly following you and don't question anything you say because they're told not to. So if I can't question you, and I'm gonna just take your word for something, then that's not a good look at all. Because from the first time I came into Great Millstone, came into the truth, one of the first things I heard the apostles saying, starting with Apostle Tahar, was, hey man, don't take our word for nothing we say. Do your own research. If you don't believe us, prove us wrong with the scriptures. Prove us wrong with the scriptures. But mainly, do your own research. That's pushed here at Great Millstone, man. Do your own research. Apostle Hall said years ago, man, they ain't got no goddamn Mama Tom's Israelites. We're not going to drag you by the hand to get on a chariot. We're not going to hold your hand and pull you or put you in a headlock to force you to accept this truth, man. We're going to just say what it is. If you accept it, fine. And if you don't, fine. And that's it in a nutshell at the end of the day. And hold on a second. Bear with me for a second. Just real quick. This wasn't part of the lesson, but since I thought about it, since we're talking about what's being the truth pushed here at Great Millstone, we just put it out there, man, and we just give you the gospel, and that's good news. But again, we don't force you to accept or reject anything. And I want to bring this out just real quick before I go into the lesson. This is Romans 3:3. For what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of the Most High without effect? God forbid. Yea, let the Most High be true, and every man be a liar, as it is written, that thou mightest be justified in thy sayings, and might overcome when thou art judged. So what if some didn't believe what we're saying? So what, man? As they say, one monkey ain't gonna stop no show. Now, so I'll go into this, man, real quick, and I want to apologize again for my screen, man. I'm having trouble with this phone. I got to get that worked out with the phone company and all that stuff, and But again, as I've said in another video, this ain't about seeing me, just hearing the word. That's the thing. Not because I'm not here to do a show. It's about the word coming out. And you hear the word, you don't need to see me. Because again, it's about Yahweh Shai. I'm gonna bring this out, man. This is Revelation 13, starting verse 16, and it reads, "And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name." Now, when it says it causes both small and he causes both small and great, rich and poor, this is talking about Esau is gonna do this, man. This chip is here. Now, how you get trade embargo out of that, I don't know. And I don't even really care because I'm not concerned with that. But a trade embargo is not something that a decision is made on it by each individual. That's something that the government makes a decision on, whether or not to levy embargoes on trade on commerce from other countries. That has nothing to do with Joe Sixpack sitting at his house. He has no say in that. So how can he receive or reject something that he doesn't have the control to receive or reject? What does that have to do with me as just an individual sitting in my house? I can't control that. That's not up to me. So it couldn't be that. And I don't even know where to begin as far as the Roman Catholic Church goes, man. I mean, God, that's like the worst, the worst of the worst, man. I mean, if you want to talk about false prophet, false teaching, salakia, idolatry, and just the list goes on, man. I mean, because them guys over there, it's pretty much a free fall. Anything goes, you know. So why you would even consider them? But verse 17, "And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark." Now that chip is an individual thing. You have, as an individual, you have the choice to choose to take it or not to take it. That's not something the government can say, well, we decide that the entire state of Texas doesn't have to take it. It's not going to be done like that, man. Each person is going to be given the opportunity, man. And it's not going to be something that's going to be forced upon anybody, really. I used to think as a kid, man, and when I say kid, I'm talking about 15, 16, how are they going to get people to do this, man? You know, and I wasn't in the truth. God, no, that was so long ago. But I used to read this and be thinking, how they going to make people take the mark of the beast? But then as you grow and as I've come into the truth, this thing is going to be so trendy, man. They're going to have to beat some of you niggas off to make you get away from here trying to take it. Some of y'all going to try to take 2 chips. If it was possible, you would. And who knows, man. But and it says, "And that no man might buy or sell, save he that have the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name." So without that, you're not going to get all these, what you Negroes call perks and benefits from the government. You're not going to get you women, y'all not going to get that Section 8 shit. You know, you won't be able to have a job. You won't be able to buy nothing. You won't be able to sell nothing. You won't be able to do anything, man, but rely on the Heavenly Father to deliver you, man. It'll be either take it or die. And some of the men of the Lord are going to have to be put to death, will be put to death. Some of us will be put to death. Some of us will be tortured. Some will be in prison. I don't know what's going to happen to who. But that's where the rubber, as they say, the rubber meets the road. You're going to have a choice to make, man. You know? And it's funny now. But it's getting less and less funny as the days go on, because as the days move on and we get closer to the end of this thing, this chip now is being discussed everywhere. And people are starting to see, man, just like the brothers in London went into, that they trying to get it to where if you want to keep your job, you got to be chipped. So this has begun. You know, the wheels are in motion. This thing is off and running, as they say. It's no longer a concept. The wheels are in motion. You go to Sweden and places like that, man, they got entire places that are cashless societies. And this is just a preview of like the movie Coming to America. This is coming to America and the rest of the world soon, you know. And then you're going to have a choice to make, man. You know, it's just as simple. And this chip is all over. Everybody's talking about it, man. This ain't something that just, you know, once upon a time it was a few people. Some people was talking about it. Some people I thought I'd heard of. Now everybody's pretty much heard of it. And they're getting you accustomed to hearing it. The next thing is getting you accustomed to taking it. Because you saw LeBron with it. You saw Jay-Z with it. You know, some of you Negroes, the Latinos and Native Americans, you older people, shit, Barack and Michelle came out. They took it. So, hey, if they got it, it's got to be good. We saw Bill Clinton take it, you know, so why wouldn't I take it? You see, it's going to be trendy, man. It's going to be something that at the end of the day, you Israelites, man, you're going to want it. You 2/3 are going to want it, man. And you're going to fall for it because you have no wisdom, man. And we push this truth to tell you what it is. We are warning you, man. As prophets, hey, man, this is our job, man. We're watchmen and we warn you. We telling you what this thing is. I mean, what else can we do? Well, all we can do is put it out there. We can't make you believe. So that's pretty much it, man. You know? You know what? Let me bring this out too. This is Revelation 14. I'm going to start at verse 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in his forehead or his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. So if you take this, that fire and brimstone, man, that's when the missiles come. That's when the chariots show up, man. And you're going to be put to death, man, in this lake of fire. In the presence of the angels and the Lamb, who is Yahweh Shai. And if we be those men, some of those men, the elect, we're going to get to see you too, man. We're going to get to see your destruction. And as the Most High said in Proverbs, man, he's going to laugh at your calamity. And if we some of those men, we're going to laugh at your goddamn calamity too. And I don't use the words goddamn loosely or lightly, because you are damned of the power if you take that mark, man, which is the RFID chip, man. You take it if you want, and you're going to die. You'll be put to death. Simple as that. Ain't nobody getting on no chariots with no goddamn chip in them, man. It ain't going to happen. So, because say we'll keep warning you until that time comes, because that's our job. And when it does come, if you just should happen to take it, you know, hey, you can look back and say it. You were warned. And you are being warned. And you can't say nobody told you. Because first and foremost, starting with the apostles on down at Great Millstone, we told you. Because the Most High put it in the scriptures. That's his word saying so. And we just telling you what the Most High told us to say, which is what's written. So you've been warned. And with that, I'm going to say, Shalom.